Welcome back to our channel. In recent defense and maritime news, a major development has surfaced that could have an impact on the future of the Philippine Navy. Australian shipbuilder Austal has been selected as the designated Australian shipbuilding partner of Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, or MHI of Japan, to construct a minimum of 6 and possibly up to 8 frigates based on a Japanese design. These vessels will be built at Austal's Henderson shipyard in Western Australia. But why is this important for the Philippines? The answer is simple. Austal also operates a shipyard right here in our country, in Balamban, Cebu. While the Cebu branch may not be directly involved in the current Royal Australian Navy SEA 3000 project, Austal's involvement and the technology it gains from it could give Japan a strong advantage in winning future frigate orders for the Philippine Navy. This opens the possibility of Austal's Cebu shipyard participating as a local partner in some capacity. In this episode, we will discuss what this could mean for the future of our Navy, the possible advantages if Austal Philippines becomes a local partner in the production of modern frigates, and how this ties into the broader issue of security in the West Philippine Sea. First, let's cover the basics. Austal is well known as one of the leading shipbuilders in Australia, with expertise in producing high-speed vessels and advanced naval ships. Their Henderson shipyard has the capability to build large warships, including advanced frigates and patrol vessels. Under the Royal Australian Navy's SEA 3000 program, Australia will adopt a Japanese frigate design, something unusual as Australia often chooses designs from the UK or Europe. This time, however, they have selected a Japanese model, and Austal will partner in its construction in Australia. Japan, for its part, has an excellent reputation for building world-class naval assets. Their frigate designs are recognized for advanced radar systems, efficient propulsion, and multi-role capabilities that can handle surface, subsurface, and anti-air warfare. What many people might not know is that Austal operates a shipyard right here in the Philippines, in Balamban, Cebu. This facility has the capacity to produce large steel and aluminum vessels for international clients. At present, Austal Philippines focuses more on commercial and ferry-type vessels, as well as some defense-related projects for export. But if we look at the long-term possibilities, their exposure to high-end warship construction, like what Austal is now doing in Australia with the Japanese design, could open the door to future participation in naval shipbuilding for the Philippine Navy. If the Philippines eventually decides to purchase Japanese-designed frigates, Austal Philippines could be the natural choice as a local partner for construction or maintenance. This would not only create jobs for Filipinos, but also strengthen our own defense manufacturing capability. Historically, the Philippines and Japan have had long-standing maritime cooperation. We have received several patrol vessels and training ships from the Japan Coast Guard and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, JMSDF. However, when it comes to large surface combatants like frigates, the Philippines has not yet made a direct acquisition from Japan. Now that Australia is testing and accepting Japanese frigate designs, it serves as a validation that these ships are world-class and ready for modern naval warfare. In the context of the Philippines, facing maritime security challenges in the West Philippine Sea, having frigates with advanced sensor suites, missile capabilities, and endurance for extended operations in our exclusive economic zone would be a huge advantage. One of the pressing issues in the Philippine Navy's modernization program is the eventual replacement of our Pilar-class patrol frigates. These 3 ships, formerly Hamilton-class cutters from the U.S. Coast Guard, have been the backbone of our offshore patrol capability for over a decade. While some upgrades have been made, their combat capabilities remain limited compared to modern frigates. When the time comes to retire or replace them, the question will be, what platform should take their place? This is where Japanese-designed frigates could come in. If Austal and Japan can demonstrate that their model is efficient, capable, and cost-effective, with the added option of local assembly or fitting out in the Philippines, it would be an attractive option for decision makers. One of the most significant benefits of such a partnership is technology transfer. If Austal Philippines becomes involved in such a project, our local engineers and shipbuilders could gain direct experience with advanced shipbuilding techniques, modular construction, and the integration of high-end naval systems. For example, if some frigates are built entirely in Japan or Australia, there could be agreements to assemble or fit out several units here in the Philippines. This would not only strengthen our defense industry, but also provide faster logistics and maintenance support for the Philippine Navy. We also need to consider the larger geopolitical picture. The Philippines, Japan, and Australia are deepening their defense cooperation, especially in response to China's growing presence and assertiveness in the South China Sea. If we have warships that are compatible with those of our strategic partners, joint operations, training, and interoperability become much easier. This means that when the Philippine Navy operates alongside the JMSDF or the Royal Australian Navy, integration would be smoother if we share similar platforms. Of course, not everything is without challenges. There are key considerations. First, budget constraints. Modern frigates are expensive, and the government must ensure sufficient funding for both acquisition and sustainment. Second, political will. Strong government support is needed to prioritize such a major capability upgrade. 3RD, timeline. Even with approval, it would take years before the ships are delivered. And lastly, maintenance capacity. We must have the infrastructure and skilled personnel to maintain the advanced systems on board. Austal already has a track record of building naval vessels for multiple countries, including the U.S. Navy and the Royal Australian Navy. While some critics point to occasional issues with delivery schedules and maintenance on certain models, Austal is generally known for efficient production and modern construction methods. The integration of a Japanese design could further raise the quality and reliability, as Japan is known for precision engineering and long-term durability of its naval assets. A valid question is, why might Japanese-designed frigates be more attractive than European or Korean models? Proven in real-world operations, actively deployed by the JMSDF, designed for regional threats, optimized for the Pacific and South China Sea environment, potential for better financing terms, possible favorable government-to-government deals between Japan and the Philippines. While Korean frigates like the Jose Rizal-class are also excellent, Japanese designs may bring different strengths, especially in sensors, anti-submarine warfare, and operational endurance. If Austal Philippines in Balamban becomes part of a future project like this, it could be a turning point for our local defense manufacturing industry. Instead of importing fully built ships, we could build significant parts here, much like other countries do for their naval assets. Beyond the economic benefits, this would strengthen our industrial base, which is essential if we want to achieve greater self-reliance in defense in the future. In summary, this Austal-Japan collaboration is more than just a shipbuilding contract in Australia. It signals a new trend in regional defense cooperation, where Indo-Pacific nations are becoming more integrated in terms of military hardware and technology sharing. For the Philippines, this is an opportunity that should not be overlooked. When the time comes to replace aging ships or add new frigates, Japanese designs built with Austal's expertise and potentially involving local production could be a strong option. The real question now is, will the Philippines take advantage of such an opportunity? Is there enough political will to invest in a major acquisition project with local industry participation? And can we commit to funding not only the ships themselves, but also their long-term sustainment and crew training? If Austal Philippines and Balamban is given a role in producing modern frigates, we could achieve two goals: strengthening our Navy and advancing our local shipbuilding industry. Ultimately, this is not just about ships. It's about security, economic growth, and national dignity. With cooperation between the government, the private sector, and our strategic allies, we might see the day when modern frigates, partly made in the Philippines, patrol our waters, ready to defend our sovereignty. What do you think? Should the Philippine Navy seriously consider Japanese-designed frigates from the Austal-Japan partnership? Or should we stick to our current suppliers? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe for more defense and maritime updates.